No, you're thinking of Cuck Kogan.
Cuck Kogan, there it is. I wouldn't want to forget about Cuck Kogan.
Brother! Did you fuck my wife? Cuck Kogan has only ever asked you to do one thing, brother, and that's to fuck his wife.
That's the intro right there.
Sam, we're just going to rattle off. We're each going to say two of our favorite things about life in the Northeast. Okay. Not necessarily in Maine, just in general.
In the Northeast?
In the Northeast
well,
in general.
I like the cold because my body constantly runs hot.
I know, and that's the most toxic masculine thing about you.
The fact that I overheat
no, the fact that you always talk about it.
Okay, but every room is too hot. And that is not my fault.
That's what makes it toxic. Why? My favorite.
It's toxic to me, maybe.
My favorite thing is about how nice we are. After calling you toxic.
That's awesome.
Okay, your turn.
My favorite things about the Northeast: the cold.
Okay.
You didn't say one thing.
I did. I said how nice we are.
But okay, so we're just swapping back and forth.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I thought you were doing two, and then I was doing two. Anyway. I like the cold.
I know, yeah.
I like to be toxically masculine, and that's perfect in the Northeast.
It's
too many white people.
God, I fucking hate you.
It's perfect.
Sam, stop it. Get some help.
No,
specifically in Maine, I like that all of our beaches are
fucking
rocks.
private.
Oh
yeah.
Just rocks. Big rocks. Lots
That's
of
true.
rocks. High rocks. Low rocks.
Medium rocks.
Sometimes we get medium rocks.
One of my other favorite things about living in the Northeast is its proximity to Canada.
Okay,
because
that's fair.
I like to go. Me and my family used to go to Quebec.
Okay.
And stay in a trailer park because we're not rich.
So I also want to say, Sam, and I hate to be the one to break this to you, but a lot of states in America border Canada.
That's true,
but most of
we live in Maine, so
Quebec and Montreal are quite cool.
I'm not going to go live in Vermont just so I can pass through New York just to get to Canada. In any
case,
case,
this is fair. Okay, sorry. This is your yum. I'm not going to yuck it.
I just think Mounties are fun because we have like horse cops in America, but they're also like, stop, I'm going to run down black people. And instead, they have just like red people on horses.
Okay.
To clarify.
Yes, please do.
People in red coats.
Thank you. Fuck. I was like really worried, Sam. Oh my fucking God. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Do you know my favorite thing about Clam Harbor? I learned this recently.
Is it that there's no horses?
It's the horse ordinance, yeah.
The horse ordinance.
The horse ordinance, that you actually can't have horses.
Yeah, it tears up the road.
In the town. Yeah, it's a holdover from colonial times where you can't have horses in town limits.
But I like it.
But I love it.
I want to tell you about so you're familiar with cops on horses.
Mounties, yeah.
Mounties, yeah.
We're close enough to Canada. We call them Mounties.
I'm really just trying to connect it to the horse-themed first part of this. It has nothing to do with horses.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with cops?
It does.
Oh, okay.
So,
pigs and horses, yum, yum, yum.
The headline for this article is, Clam Harbor gets its first enforcer. Which is ominous.
And we're newcomers here. I don't want to step on too many toes. We already fucked it up by talking to the neighbor and playing his hand, getting that marine biologist. I don't like this. This is dumb. This is bad. What?
So, Monday night of this week, Andrew Genzel was discovered to be the cause of the strange sickness that had been plaguing two members of the town after buying novelty Bigfoot plaster casts claimed to have been found in the woods outside of town by Andrew. This is, to be clear, the footprints were thought to be found outside of town, not
Andrew.
Not random casts.
Oh, okay.
Not someone just strooning Bigfoot casts around. I
maybe shouldn't have, but I did assume.
The discovery led to a fist fight between the two sick individuals, and Andrew, who are out-of-towners that came in. There, a couple of lobstermen. Their names weren't in the article, and I don't know them personally.
Yep.
I'm sure with 5 seconds of asking around, we could find out.
Literally, I think if we go ask the mailman, they would know.
But they came into town, and there was like this big argument at Andrew's house, and obviously being a small town, everyone immediately knew.
I'm surprised I didn't hear about this.
Yeah. But so they got in like a full fist fight.
Full fist fight.
Yep. Which does not happen in this town.
No, that'll be talked about until next year. Until the next fist fight.
At the fucking Christmas party.
I will say, you say that, but the municipal the municipal non-denominational holiday winter party, does get sloppy.
It does.
It does get real sloppy.
It does get a little sloppy.
So like a fist fight.
I do really love the this year. I think they're planning on doing a like a blobby ice sculpture.
Oh, I would love that.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
I was thinking they'd make it out of butter, but not Wisconsin.
It's not Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We got ice.
Yeah, we got
Historically,
ice.
that was one of the exports of this town.
Yeah, you cut it up, you ship it off.
It's not hard.
Although not with global warming.
Nope.
Sorry, climate change, because global warming implies heat.
You were listening. You were listening when I talk. You were listening when I just went on that drunk ramble like so many fucking times during D&D. Yeah.
Yeah. I listen to you. I got you.
Yeah, we don't call. Yeah, it's climate change.
Yeah.
Has been since the 90s.
Okay, so there's this fist fight, and then we get into the bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. There we go. I can pronounce it. Bureaucracy.
The inherent evilness of municipal government.
Yes. Yeah. So by Wednesday of this week, 2 days after the event, Town Hall organized a meeting. So Mayor Trask organized a meeting to discuss whether something should be done in the first place.
Okay. That feels like a tough meeting to just be at for other reasons.
Yeah.
Because, yeah or nah, but either way,
By Thursday, there was a subcommittee that had then called another meeting in this very, very small Maine town.
There's not, to be fair, there's not a lot going on.
There is not. The municipal events are kind of like the wine nights.
Yes. Wine and sip, but it's wine and, ordnance.
Yeah. That makes it sound like a military thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then by Friday, the second meeting had concluded, and the conclusion of the town was we should get a cop.
They should just buy one?
They wanted to.
Do we not have a cop?
This town does not have a cop. Yet. And they don't have a sheriff either, which is really what they meant.
Well, wow. What a monumentous event. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a real letdown.
Yeah. But so because there's like a bunch of stuff involved with starting like a police department.
Yeah, as there should be.
There is still no cop in Clam Harbor, Maine. Who
needs those?
So the article reads, Friday night a council meeting was held on whether he should be called sheriff or even police officer, since Clam Harbor had no official police force. And the name they settled on was community enforcer. Wow.
I don't know how they managed to, but that is 1,000 times darker.
Isn't it? It sounds like
so much worse.
RoboCops coming through the town.
Yeah, no, this is hired gun Jameson. The one who comes when you there's a drunken incident outside a bar.
Well, I would be intimidated by this title. Although, one, it's Clam Harbor, Maine, and two, they hired 71-year-old Michael Rugg.
Yes. Wait, are you talking One-Eye Rugg?
One-Eye Rugg, yeah.
The one time I went to the bar, he was the only other person in there.
Yeah, old Three Teeth.
Yeah.
Three Teeth, One Eye.
Three Teeth, One Eye. We call him Old Forzy.
Yeah, no, so Michael Rugg was hired to be the guard, but as you well know, his notorious smell was a fucking problem.
Makes stakeouts hard.
Yeah. And so Mayor Trask made made official mention of it in the job description that had to be made public because
you are a public servant.
Yeah. So the article reads, Trask made mention of Rugg's distinct smell in the job description under the pay section, stating that the funds designated for the role of community enforcer are to be used for the necessities of the job, such as transportation, fuel, utility items, and in bold, cleaning supplies, including shower items and personal care products.
Fuck yes. Welcome to Clam Harbor, the town officially home to the not a smelly cop.
The maybe still smelly cop.
I mean, it at least smells like soap and then person's cop.
So I'm like 80% sure that this role was just created to get Michael Rugg to take a bath.
Yeah. To be fair, when I drank canonically a clammy Mary in that bar with
I had forgotten that drink existed.
I tried to.
I'm so upset that it's back.
Every morning I wake up and I try to forget about the clammy Mary. It was the second smelliest thing in the bar.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it was an eldritch smell that this dude gives off. Not a smell of a human, not a smell of a man, a smell of myrrh, a smell of
murder.
No.
Michael,
God.
no.
This dude has a lot of power now.
He doesn't actually. It's essentially they handed him like a gun.
Okay.
And he has a patch that has been commissioned by Town Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally just says like community enforcer.
Community enforcer is
it's
fucking
such
bleak, though.
Name.
I feel like as reporters we shouldn't reach out, but I feel like we should reach out because that's bleak.
Well, so that's the thing is they're working on like starting the police force in the town. So currently Clam Harbor uses like the next town over's police force because why would you for like such a small town?
Exactly. It's a waste of money.
So they're like working on starting something a little bit more official and they might even get them like a little badge or something. Which I hope they don't. Because,
I hope they don't.
Because that is just hilarious.
I hope it's just him acting under some municipal authority.
I mean, the effect is really that of like, I don't know quite how to describe it. Like, there is no like significant legal benefit to this badge.
No,
it's just he's carrying a gun, and everyone in town is like, ah, yes, you are the gun carrying man, and he can arrest people based on like a citizen's arrest.
So this is, and I don't want to, talk down to law enforcement, but this is basically Paul Blart Mall Cop with a gun. But also one who gets lost a lot, just in town.
He really does. He also sleeps a lot. So like
sleeps so much.
It's really gonna be like the coffee shop is gonna smell now, unless he actually takes a bath.
Are they going to give him a new golf cart or fix his golf cart that he drives around town, or is it still going to be the one that he bought off years ago?
Imagine, based on the fact that just the resources of this town,
it's gonna be the same
it's probably gonna be the same fucking cart.
Well, I mean, maybe
only now it's gonna have a gun rack.
Well,
that is news from Clam Harbor, Maine,
where a beautiful little town takes one step closer to authoritarianism, but it is one baby step.
It is a baby, is a shaky. It's the first baby step where they take one step and then fucking fall on their face.
A town where I don't even know if the federal government knows it exists.
In fact, I'm pretty sure.
There'll be a waste of our money.
Yeah.
But until next time, I'm Reed.
I'm community enforcer Sam Workman.
And until next time, make sure to tell Blobby you love him.
And watch out for Bigfoot casts
that'll cause disease.
Yeah, have a good night.
And thank you for listening. Smooches.
Smooches. Thanks for listening to the Clambake Incident. The show was co-created by Sam Workman and Reed Bridge-Koenigsberg with art done by Hailey Mealey. If you loved us, do me a favor and put up a 5-star review on your favorite podcast provider. Come join the conversation on our socials, which can be found at ramshacklestudios.net on the Clambake Incident subsection. Till next time, live well and be kind. Smooches.
Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you.
So, Sam, how are you going to make me uncomfortable today?
Today, I don't actually have anything super uncomfortable for you.
I don't believe you.
Today, I'm introducing a new segment I like to call Florida Man.
Yes. Too long. Too long has this hero among us, a hero of the proletariat, set idle among the headlines. Also, so the reason that Florida Man is actually a thing, Sam, is because in Florida there is a specific rule that on like actual crime headlines, you're not allowed to name anyone or a location. You have to stay statewide.
Okay.
So that's why it's like a statewide Florida Man.
Okay. Well,
Isn't that neat?
I'm glad that exists because now I can tell you about the Florida man who flashes buttocks at IHOP after impersonating a police officer to get free food.
Oh my God. I can't even think of a joke funnier than what you just said is the issue.
Well, it might be the next one, which is just Florida man attacks nephew over undercooked noodles.
Yeah. Yeah. Move to Florida. Go to Florida.
Move to Florida. Do some meth.
Yeah.
Slap somebody with some noodles.
Hey, more Florida. Meth is strong. That's the sign you drive in on. I think I actually used to have a bit with my friend Dan about this.
About Florida man?
About Florida Man. Because we watch a lot of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time we're watching it, we're not watching it. Like, I don't know any of their names. It's mostly a basis. Like I could do a podcast just on us watching that because it's just a basis of us. Like,
write in if you want a podcast about.
Honestly, it's besides like actual environmental geoscience, it's the thing I might be closest to an expert in. But we used to have a bit about Florida Man being an actual superhero.
Okay.
But none of the times he saves the world end up in the headlines. But he is the only superhero. And so it's kind of like a Hancock situation where they need
the terrible superhero.
Yeah, where they need him to be on their side. Mm-hmm. But he needs a handler. And so like every once in a while when the handler like blinks too long, he's gone. He's robbing a bank with a crocodile. But then I think I might actually have that headline. Really? Because I did just make the most Florida thing I can think of.
Oh wait,
give me some more.
I know it's fucking here. Hold on.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, here it is. Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing alligator through Wendys drive-through window.
God bless America, land that I love.
Stand beside her,
alligator,
through the window of the Wendys drive-through. All right, here we go. We got other good ones.
Give me another Florida man. What did he do?
Florida man attacks the ice cream man.
Okay. I'm just like, okay, we've all been there.
Who wouldn't take $20 bill for pickled sausage?
There's a lot of backstory. That's wait, hold my eyes, I feel like I'm gonna fucking bust a vein. What? Wait.
I don't know, man.
No. Let me explore the space. In context, do you mean he is trying to sell a pickled sausage for $20 or buy one?
I would assume buy one.
Which is less crazy, but still fucking bat nuts.
Not great.
Still fucking crazy.
But like, Yeah, no, I looked up a bunch of these titles at just like, there is no context for any of them, which is frankly one of my favorite aspects of them. Like this one, the Florida man attempts, I like that I put the unconsciously.
That's because it's one individual vigilante.
The Florida man attempts to leave store with chainsaw stuffed down his pants. Or the follow-up, Florida man steals 36,000 pounds of Crisco.
How?
I don't know.
How and why? What is that? What is that? Like $36 of Crisco? It's like 98 cents or like 69 cents a pound.
He needed a lot of it, though.
Oh, my God, I don't want it. I was going to ask why, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, do you want to know what the Florida man does with 36,000 pounds?
I don't think I've thought about Crisco since my 5th grade teacher told me that she used to just come home from school and eat like 3 spoonfuls of Crisco. It didn't seem like she grew up like a degenerate. It seemed like she grew up
Clearly
like
she did.
Like a normal Midwest I think about it a lot. Actually, I don't. I repress that memory.
I'm going to think about this a lot now.
Yeah.
All right, we got Florida man on drugs, kills imaginary friend, and turns himself in.
I think I've read that one before.
That one's been pretty popular.
That's I think I've seen the mugshot, and the dude looks distraught.
Yeah, dude, wouldn't you be if you if you killed Pippilopotus?
Dude, drugs are strong, and Pippilopotus has been ride or die since I was 8.
I can't imagine my life without Pippilopotus.
Just a 40-year-old accountant named Pippilopotus. And my mom, that's why I had to go to child. Did I tell you? Okay, this is like a little offshoot from what we're talking about. But did I tell you? So I went, first off, I say this. Therapy is incredibly important. It is not necessary. Counseling and therapy, mental health is something that should be a preventative measure before things get too bad that you're seeking the crisis support. However, when I was a kid, my mom brought me to one for a long time, and I didn't necessarily understand why, because I was like 10, and it turns out, and I this is not necessarily. This is me piecing things together of like talking to my other therapist as an adult about what I talked about with that therapist. And in reality, I think, probably just getting anxiety attacks. I used to have these things I would call bad feeling bubbles, where I would be so anxious it would physically hurt me, which is an anxiety attack.
Yeah, that would do that.
That is a panic attack.
Yep.
But they would happen at random.
Oh.
Pretty much.
No bueno.
But very specifically, multiple times before something bad happened.
Okay.
And so my mom brought me to a therapist, and my therapist brought up the idea that I had like childhood ESP.
Okay.
And I just think about that a lot, that we paid that woman money.
So, I wouldn't quantify it as ESP, but the body has a lot of ways of predicting things that we wouldn't normally be able to.
I think that is the essence of ESP, though. I feel like there's like comic book ESP, and then there's just what we don't have a name for sensory perception.
Yeah.
Give me another Florida man.
Another Florida man? I got you for another Florida man. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat was denied entry to a strip club.
Reasonable, understandable. The cat pays to get in. The cat pays to get in.
I don't know.
I don't know, Sam. Is that cat an American citizen?
Legally, it should be.
Legally, it isn't. But it should be.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
Drunk Florida man.
Okay. Hold the fuck up. I assume. All of these, I assume. Drunk or up?
Definitely drugs are involved in most of these.
Yeah.
Drunk Florida man tries to use taco as ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Who's IDing this man whose car's on fire?
That's the real question. Probably someone who showed up at the scene and was like, you're high on meth.
Yes. Boy, man, mister, I sure wish you'd stop smoking meth outside your burning truck.
That's the real country song I want to hear.
I can make that happen.
We should make that happen.
What, I can play a G, a C, an E minor, and a D. That's not hard.
Thousands of gun owners in Florida planning to shoot down Hurricane Irma. which I just think is giving the hurricane ammunition. Because like you send it in there and it kind of like swirls around and it just.
It seems like these people haven't seen Sharknado.
Yeah, it's Gun-nado.
Bullet-nado.
It's really just American hurricane.
I don't know if I'm more angry or depressed when I hear that. I think it's this weird new sensation I've never felt before.
Yeah. Ennui. Wait, no, what is ennui?
Not that.
Isn't that like missing out on something? I don't remember.
I like that the French have a very eloquent way of saying FOMO.
Yeah. Florida man gets tired of waiting at hospital, steals ambulance, drives home.
Probably cheaper in the long run than getting an ambulance ride home.
Honestly, this one's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Florida man who tries to run to Bermuda in inflatable bubble rescued by Coast Guard again.
So, I got a couple questions. One, not even a question. I think this might be the most sober dude so far.
Stop! I don't need rescue! Get away from me!
I signed my passport!
I'm going to Bermuda! I'm gonna find out what the spooky shit there's happening! I'm gonna find out how eels fuck!
My name's National Geographic! Legally! Also, not related to the magazine!
My daddy had a weird sense of humor!
My name's Nathan Geographic. I love Florida. And he's just fucking trying to outrun the speedboat.
You can't catch me, I'm the Nat Geo man.
I don't know if you've ever seen those. They don't move very fast.
No. I think, like, you would be swept away by currents, like, immediately.
Also, that's... I don't know. I think Cuba's like 70 miles, if not more, from like the Keys, like the farthest out. That's like at least 100 miles. And okay, I don't want to be blue. I don't want to do that. But like, you know that yoga farts are a thing. Running farts are a thing. You know, when your body is metabolizing at a higher rate, it pushes things through. You start farting.
That's the plan. You start floating.
No, Sam, he's floating from the beginning.
It's an up situation. No, but like it's going to start flying.
Sam, it's trapped. He's in there. That's now 10% of his air. His fart.
That's exactly the plan. He's going to fill it with methane, and it's going to start floating up into the air, so he can make even better time to Bermuda.
Okay. I'm not going to go into the physics of methane with you and how it's a neutral gas.
You're going to go into the physics of
it doesn't float.
A hamster ball with a Florida man who's trying to run to Bermuda.
Ah, you're right. I'm not.
So there is no option on Google Maps for walking to Bermuda.
Well, Sam, there's a lot of ocean. It's
almost like...
It's like it's not an option.
Driving is also not an option?
No.
That's disappointing. I can't get an accurate read on how far it would be. It is a 6-hour and 50-minute flight, though. Which means it is a multiple-week journey. At the minimum.
Do you think he had food in there just flopping around with him like a bunch of Big Macs? Or...
Would go tumbling over and just snag it as it fell.
Yeah. Or like he had like one of those gerbil feeders. He just puts his mouth up to it, just...
He just had I'm sure he just had a backpack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like a camelback full of like Campbell soup.
Exactly, yeah. How did you survive your trip to Bermuda? Well, soft SpaghettiOs I could eat through a tube.
I put them through the food processor, and then I used some whey protein, and I made what I call Florida juice.
That's just when you toss a little vodka in there.
I was about to say, you get that 151 rum.
Got that good in there.
Tiny bit. The key, and most Floridians will tell you there's 2 or 3 eyedroppers full of gasoline.
It's just Crocodile Light.
By Natural Ice.
Fuck. All right, we got some other good ones, though. You ready?
Yeah.
Florida man steals peacock. That's really it. This just got this dumb buzz. Florida man steals peacock, gets chased by angry birds.
Well, he took Daryl. Why'd he take Daryl? Shit, it's Colonel Sanders. It's Colonel Sanders. He's back.
Have you ever noticed that Colonel Sanders is, if you look at...
How hot he is?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, Colonel Sanders was like a 50-year-old, like, total failure. In Kentucky.
He almost died in a plane crash, and then he made good chicken.
Yeah.
Good chicken.
He made chicken.
He made easy to get chicken.
Also, I don't know why I know so many fun facts about Colonel Sanders, but I think their Twitter or their Instagram, they have friended only 11 people.
Oh yeah, 11 herbs and spice. I don't know why I know that either.
Yeah, the 4 Spice Girls and 6 people named Herb. And the first person to figure it out got a
painting. Why do I know this?
Yeah, right? He got a painting of Colonel Sanders carrying him on his back.
I'm like rethinking everything I know. Why do I know that? Where did that information? Sam, I would never have looked into that. Why do I know this? I'm having a fucking crisis.
I really need to get video on this so you all can just see Reed break down every now and again.
Every cold open you do hurts me in a different way.
a new and improved way.
I didn't know someone could be so dedicated to destabilizing me.
Fuck.
Anyway,
Florida man arrested in local park for practicing karate on swans.
that's an American hero. That's a man doing his civic duty. Also, a fair fight. Swans can swing with the force of like a small baseball bat.
Swans are dickheads.
It's like a goose, but you gave that goose steroids and a fucking bright orange vest and made him go give parking tickets. Like,
I have 2 more for you, and we'll call it for the day on the Florida man. Don't you think Florida man won't come back though?
no, it's a big state. There's a lot of people there.
There's a lot. I have so many. I have like 2 more pages of Florida man titles. Florida man arrested for driving stolen vehicle while monkey clings to chest is a good one.
No notes. That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a solid one.
And I like that it's not brought up why he has a monkey.
That's
it's
the
not
thing.
a stolen monkey.
No context.
That's his monkey. It's his monkey stolen car.
Do you think a Florida man would have a diaper on his monkey? Because that's like normally a thing you have to do because they just throw
It'll
shit.
just throw shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't think so either.
I think they'd be like, well, hey, that's infringing on his freedoms to throw feces.
They got a little gun for the monkey. I'm sorry I left it unloaded, but here you go. It's a rat.
Look. Little monkey, which is what I've named my monkey. He just loves Smith & Wesson, and I'm not going to take that away from him. He just loves the feeling.
And I can't blame him. I get hard.
Yeah, little monkey is also a big fan of barbiturates, and I tend to not mix the two. But he does.
Although we do get him some ketamine every now and again.
Which I guess for an animal would just be a sedative. But I'm not a doctor. I'm from Florida.
Did you hear about
There
that?
are doctors in Florida.
There are. It's mind-boggling. Do you think it's like 90% geriatric doctors in Florida?
No, I think
that's
it's
where
very-
the money is.
I think. Oh. You mean not doctors that are geriatric? People who yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I got one good.
Hit me up.
Good one for you.
I doubt it. Continue.
I just want you to think. Close your eyes. Hop into my imagination copter with me. Here we go.
Paint me a fucking picture.
Helicopter. Florida man disguises himself in bull costume
Yes.
as he tries to burn down former lover's house
Yes. Is there more?
with pasta sauce.
Yes. Fuck yeah. And in many other places in the world, you'd be like, Reed, that's just not going to work. But in Florida, physics doesn't. It works differently.
If you can dream it, it can happen.
Well, Sam, remember the thing that in Florida, what they don't want to tell you is the secret recipe is a couple drops of gasoline.
This is where the SpaghettiOs come in.
Exactly. It's the red sauce. We call it Florida spicy. It's spicy for your organs.